Hello, Mellows. How's it going? How's it rolling? We're back at it again with another stellar Monday. We got a couple of things that we want to do today. Primarily, it's going to be wrapping up the rest of the textures and then getting things pushed over into Unity, so we can finally start to see all these things come together. Because I think we're going to be in for a shock here. But in order to get to that point, we gotta do a couple things. We need to finish texturing these guys and wrapping those out. We do have to export. I forgot about that process actually. We'll think of something fun to do during exports. We'll think of something fun to do. Might be through some shenanigans. Okay. I'm really excited for this bear, though. I'm overly excited for him. As far as stick goes, do we need to... Oh, you know what? We also have to do the trick for the stick, too. We also gotta do the trick for this guy, too. All these guys need tricks up their sleeves. Okay. So the idea was that we solidify, we clamp, and we angle clamp. And then we also do a flip on the normals. That's how we do it. Okay. I don't think we need to do that on this. Oh. We should probably still do it on the house. We're gonna do it in the house. Okay, so we gotta export out these guys. So this. Not that actually. So this, right? I'm pretty sure all these kind of shared the same UVs. Let's double check. Looks like it. Nothing is... Oh. Ooh. Not the windows. Okay, so not the windows. So we need this, all these guys. Not those guys. Okay. Something's still not a-okay. Jiving. What's not jiving? No, everything is jiving now. Yeah, okay. We need to, mat these ASAP, Reno. House. Control A to apply mats, right? Oh shoot, how do we apply to selected? Oh no. What did we do? What have we done? Yeah, no. Nope. How to apply mats Unity? Will please help. Control L. No, it's link, not apply. Link the materials, please. Thank you. Perfect. And these guys can be... Yellow wood platform. Link to materials. Thank you. And this can be by itself, right? Yeah. I'm not quite sure why that is upsidey spaghettis, but we can flip. And also flip. Okay. These two will be sharing the same thing. Keep seeing a lot of red, but I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Okay. Fill a window. Mats. Door. We do. Fill a door. Okay, that should be good. Everybody happy with the mat? Yes, and mailbox. Okay, that works. So now that we have everything kind of together, what we can do is actually texture it all together. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Alright, we're gonna push all these down to the bottom. Ooh, no bueno. There we go. That's much more bueno. Okay, that's good. That's pretty good. Everything's gonna be like that. I see how it is. And just grab those guys, grab these guys, grab these guys. Oops, lead. Okay. File, export, FBX. Scenery, pack 1. Selected, the mesh. Man, I miss RuneScape. RuneScape was fun. RuneScape was where it was at. RuneScape for life, man. Alright. Should be pretty good. Control S for that. And then we can jump to Substance Painter. I am glad that we got to 600, or not 600, 260 followers. That was actually pretty awesome. Man, we're finally getting up there in followers. Slowly but surely, we will make it. Alright, so we're gonna do new proj. We don't want the accessories, we want the scenery pack. All looks good. I'm glad that after you do it once, it just kind of follows through. Like, you don't have to constantly redo it. Oh. Oh my. Why? What? What? Okay. Control A to apply geometry to mesh. And now we re-export. Scriptar. Why did that not carry over? Is it not? Oh, it's not selected. There we go. Perfect. We got our own little house right here. Alright, what kind of mats do we got? We got mailbox. We got Villador. Yeah. We got Villa House. That's looking good. We do have 2 UV tiles for the mailbox though, which is not great. Do have one for that, which is good. Alright, so we want to make a wood texture. Actually, let's start with mailbox. Mailbox is probably the easiest one by far. We just need steel, which we're gonna reuse, reuse, and blue. I think we'll do a little bit of texturing, but not like much. So let's get started. Blink. Blue mailbox. Perfect. Alright. I don't know why, but my keyboard's been being sticky lately. I mean that in the sense that it's for some reason not registering when I off-click, and then it feels like I'm holding down control or another key. This keyboard strongly needs some new... I strongly need a new keyboard. Like this one, the Windows key just comes right on off, so it's not good. You know it's not good when the Windows key jumps right off. This thing has seen some abuse. Alright, we need to bake. Bake pretty cake. Alright, we're gonna just run through all the textures. I think a base map bake will be pretty good. Alright. I've already seen some major issues here. That is really gross. That's also really gross. We're gonna cancel the bake, and we're just gonna run through this really quick and force it to not do that. So on ambient occlusion, we want it to only affect same mesh name, and then thickness only same mesh name. Position, that should be good. Thickness though, only same mesh name. Anything else that I can do? I don't think so. Let's retry that. All right, that's looking better. That's looking better. That's still looking really gross. It seems to be, well, maybe it's not bad. I don't think it likes the overlapped polys, to be honest. It probably doesn't. It never does. So it looks really nice. Oh, well, okay. Hold up. Good. 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 Okay, that actually came out really nice. Dude, what the heck? The curvature map never comes out this clean. Never on the first try. The, what was it? Ambient occlusion? Ambient occlusion is really freaking nice. Look at that. Okay, there's this error, right? But I can forgive that. I can forgive that. That should clean out in post anyways. Dude, that's pretty sick. This is the sickest first bake I've ever done. Oh man, where's the rain with the cheer when you need him? All right, even like the door, dude, the door is sick. Also, we forgot the door. Right. Re-export. Go. Bake the maps. Where do we gotta bake? We gotta bake the Villador. Bake. Still. Let's go. I've never gotten that clean of a map before on initial bake. That's freaking awesome. Alright, now we get to have the fun. Let's focus on the mailbox. Can we totally focus on mailbox? We want steel, we want to stay on the mask layer, and we just want to do mask. Steel. And mailbox. Boink. We don't want that part, so that part should be good. Okay. All right. How are we gonna do this? So we want the steel. How do we want to showcase steel? What kind of steel is this? Let's look up Villa House. Steel beams for the Villa House. I don't think I'm gonna get a nice one. Let's go for Pillbox steel. Yeah, okay, so it seems to be more of like the not necessarily wood, but not necessarily like plastic, but not necessarily like steel. It's like an in-between of them all. I think we could do some really cool brushed work on this guy. So let's try for that. We're gonna pull this out. I don't know why it keeps getting stuck inside of itself. Maybe a plastic grip would be great, or rubber. You know, rubber raw would actually work really well here. Okay. Ooh, can we do... Okay, I actually forget how to do this. How do you do... Alright, adjust the environment opacity. Display settings panel. Like settings. Environment. Can we select you? That. Okay, material makes it stand out, but can we do... I guess that would also work quite a bit. Okay, that will help out quite a bit, I feel. Alright. Tone down that blur just a smidge. That works well. We can help tone that down, and there we go. That will help out tremendously. What about this guy? Oh, I got rid of it. Alright. Blink. Alright, so that actually gets us most of the way there, I think. What we could probably do is... Noise map it. Noise map it. Always noise map it. Do a fill. We can do... I'm thinking this, actually. Okay, okay. Alright. Digging it. Bring it down. Maybe not so much that way, but more so for this way. And definitely more like that. Do we need to rotate it? I don't think so. Actually, that's pretty good. Alright, contrast. Do we want it out or no? I don't think so. Definitely not on the X amount. Balance though. More the whiter side. Y amount. How much do we want actually? I think right about there. Smoothness interpolation. Man, I just like playing with these noise values, to be honest. Yeah, okay. We want it to be pretty blurry. Okay, that works. And then what we can do is a multiply. Yeah? Oh man, it's still so small. So small. We can go to lower it down quite a bit. But I think realistically what we can do here is raise that up, right? We'll use our favorite filter here. Don't filter that guy. Filter.
Hello, peasants.
Okay. Now that we got this guy, is it actually doing anything for us? Not really. Stroke scale. I think it's because it does not have a normal map. So let's see if we can fix that. Yeah, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere with the brush strokes. The brush strokes really relies on the normal to fill it. We could probably force this over into a normal map, honestly. Can we still do the same noise? Yes, we can. Oh, that's nice. That's looking slick. Maybe not as hard though. Normal. Oh, geez. Break my PC here. Okay. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. And then what we can do here, shrink the noise scale, right? Okay. Strokes amount up that. Okay. Stroke scale go down even further. Yeah. Alright. I'm just trying to dig it. We definitely don't want normal variation to be so high though. Yeah, okay. That works a lot better. And we could probably change this from smugs to clouds. I think that would be a lot nicer. Yes. Definitely colorize, definitely gradient that. Welcome! Thank you for the hydration, I appreciate it. How's it going, Raid? Another one for the Kingdom Hearts! It might take me a few to get to it though, but it's gonna be a fun one. Not bad, that's good, man. We're trying to figure out texture in here. Pretty fun. I like it. Texturing is pretty fun in my opinion. We do need to lower this down quite a bit though. Too splotchy for me. More so like right about there, I think. And then once we do stylization. Okay. Okay, I see. Drop it down to like 64. What about 50, 40? That's better. I like that. That's still sticking with the splotchy texture-ish. I'm not a super fan of this normal though. The normal isn't really even working at all, to be honest. What the heck? Yeah, I'm not a fan of the normal on that one. Definitely, I think that works. I think that works. It feels a little bit too colored. Maybe more so like that would work better. No. Brush strokes. Maybe lower that down. Yes. Wait, is that still even doing anything? Oh yeah, yeah it is. Okay. I like that more, to be honest. I dig that more, to be honest. Maybe just a little bit more of the brush strokes, but definitely tone down the smoothness and maybe tone down the stylization quite a bit. Now we're back to this, which I'm not a super fan of. Alright, and that's coming straight out of the bump map for the other one. Definitely cranking up the stylization on that helps pare it down quite a bit. And I think if we go here and we take off this roughness, yeah, it works out quite a bit. It's the other maps though as well too that's doing it. So maybe tone down that rubber roughness quite a bit. Oh jeez, Louise. Okay, I see. We're gonna do a roughness override on this guy. Just tone that down. Holy smokes. Okay, that's much better. Feels more like, definitely more like metal. How's that light seeing? It should be pretty good. Be pretty good. I don't like those artifacts though, but it's not able to be changed, I don't think. So I gotta ask Rain, what's your favorite Kingdom Hearts game? And then it's definitely this base color here that's doing it. Maybe if we go for an overlay, it's not as sharp. Much nicer, much nicer. Gotta go with the original, the OG Kingdom Hearts 1. Have you played any of the others? The original one had a very interesting battle system, in my opinion. Alright, so for this one, we definitely want, like, a plastic. I'm pretty sure, yeah, like a blue plastic. Plastic. Hey, plastic glossy. Alright, we want darker blue. Maybe even like a magenta. Okay. We definitely do not want it to be that rough. We want like some roughness, but not like reflectiveness. Maybe like a little bit of metal in there. That looks kind of nice. Roughness grunge, definitely. Definitely pull it down, I think. Let's pull it up. Dust though. Definitely not so much on the dust. Roughness grunge helps quite a bit, I feel. Yeah, I like the grunge. I like the grunge. Let's keep the grunge. Like somebody walked past it quite a bit. Alright, how are we gonna do this now? This is gonna be the fun part. So we're gonna have to paint some bumps. I don't know how this is gonna work out, to be honest. I don't know if you can paint. If we want it raised on the y-axis, it's gonna be that color. Let's find out, shall we? 1. Oh, that kind of worked actually. Okay. Okay, I dig it. I dig it. We want it to be opposite though, so my mind, it does not work well. Okay, what we're gonna do is probably stamp it. Let's do that instead, because my mind don't work like that, sadly. What do we got for normal maps? We got bevels, more bevels. We got amazing bevels. I do like this bevel. This bevel right here might work pretty well. Can we do a pillow in? Okay. Okay, alright. I'm digging that. Oh, it's actually supposed to be up here. Okay. What about... do it fully. Okay, okay. Audi. Oh my gosh. Alright. We don't want this to tile. So the thing with like normal maps and bump maps, if you're a guru, you can totally do it. But if you're not a guru, then good luck because it's awful. Essentially, you're messing with an RGB map, and each color represents a different direction the light will beam in. And it's cool, but like if you don't know your RGBs that well, not really super cool. Alright, and then let's just do a Control V, and we'll do another one here. And we will... Okay. Can we do a traced line of this by chance? That is a good question. I don't know. We need one. I don't know. I mean, it would probably look nicer with one. Alright, can we achieve that? Let's do another folder. Front outline. Black mask. And we want texture sheet and we want boot. And that should give us the appropriate mask here. And now all we have to do is filter. I'm learning. Slowly but surely I'm becoming a master at this. And now all we need is the outline. Aha. And now we do that. We do the inside. Do the blur. Yes. And that should be good actually. And now we need to do a none of that, but normal map. Can we do bevel? Does that actually work? I mean, I don't think it's working. What about this guy? Oh, we're under that, which is not going to show us much, to be honest. So, not really. What about this bevel again? Not really. Making a mailbox. Yes, we are making a mailbox. It looks like an amazing mailbox. We're wrapping up the rest of the textures for this guy. So we got the mailbox, the villa house to do, and a few others. We might not fully make it tonight. Furry Trio is doing pretty good. They're doing wonderful. Cheddar is looking himself raw again, which is pretty awful. Scrubbles is doing perfectly though. Bevel around. Okay. Normal bevel around outline. Add a fill or paint layer with the height normal map channel. Add the filter. Choose the bevel or bevel smooth filter. So we just do color. Wait, what? Add filter. Oh, bevel outline. filter. No. Does that work? Input color? Hold up. Hold up. Wait. Hold up. Okay. New filters. Oh, this is part of the filter pack. Dang, you can do distance details? No freaking way. Okay. Traffic, we do know about that one. Anisotropic would be really good. Bevel smooth. Oh. Okay. Alright, I think I know how to do this now. Normal map. Remove that guy. We don't want any of you guys. And then we want to add a filter. Just bevel. Okay. Okay. That's insane. You do smoothing? Bevel wrap? It's not really doing much for us, to be honest. What about India? No, this is totally not doing anything for us. Interesting. So then, up here actually, if we add a filter and we do bevel, now if we do it, it should do something for us? I don't really get how that's working, to be honest. I don't really get how that's working. What we could do as well too is outline these other guys as well, I think. That might help out a little bit. That should give us a better outline, I think. Ugh, my computer is hating this. Let's do... asset pack 1. Okay, so let's do bevel wrap, I think. Yeah, bevel wrap. I'm pretty sure. Let's do the distance down. Let's do smoothing. Honestly, I like it without the smoothing, to be fair. I really do. I don't like that one though. Maybe a smooth linear burr? Yeah? Not angular. I don't really get how this is actually affecting anything either. Maybe I need to mask it? Maybe I do the mask on this guy? No. I don't know. We just work with it. I'm okay with that. Let's take a quick peek though. If we were to do, say, white on that guy, does that change anything? Yes and no. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Hold up. What about this backside? Yeah, even on the backside, it's nice. I like that. I like that. Okay. I dig it. That's actually kind of decent. We need to get that pushed out further though. Is there a way to do that? Okay. What about y-axis? Could we do a bevel? An actual bevel. That just makes no sense to me. I do wish working with normals was a lot easier. Maybe it's a red. Like an opposite of red. Maybe like that? No? Going back to blue? I do like the blue. The blue is what makes the most sense, in my opinion. What if we crisp it with that? That looks to be okay. I mean, it's better. I wish there's a way we could, like, multiply it, though? Like a screen? Like, just push it out. Oh, you know what? Okay, hold up. We go here. We add another filter for levels? Can we, like... No. Can we add a levels here to make it better? Yes. Okay, that's more extreme. That's a little bit better. What about this guy? Was it... We can push it back to blue, I think. Yeah? Yeah, because it would go out, and this is going out, which is nice. Okay, and then back to these levels, and one more time. That should be nice. That should be nice. Ever think about trying something like barbed wire for fences? Barbed wire is pretty fun. There's a lot of different ways that you do it. I've done some barbed wires before. For this, though, not so much. It's more so supposed to be like a villa house than anything else. So we can actually start to work on the door next. This is what the whole scene kind of looks like. Little house. Oh, we forgot the oh, there they are, little platforms. Yeah, so water would be underneath these guys. I think it'll look pretty nice. We don't actually have to do too much. We can copy and paste some of these guys. So like this mailbox here. I would very much like to grab the steel here. All right, quick question here. Substance, mirror, weak. The layer instance feature is a smart layer. Okay, so place all your target layers into a single folder in your layer stack. Right click the folder, choose instantiate across texture sets. There we go. All right, so we're gonna instantiate this across texture sets. All right, so we probably want that one, right? Yeah, for the door. The house itself does not really have any. Wait, maybe we do. I forget which one it was. Oh well. It'll be good.
Oh, that kills people.
Oh, we can't actually edit this at all. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. So for this guy, we got amazingness. What we can probably do here is add a black mask. Good. And up the texture for this. And now, if we go back to matte, why do you not button? Not do it that way. That's not normal. Interesting. Your mask? Ooh, mask. No, it's absolutely not doing anything for us. Wait, but why is it not doing anything for us? That should be copying it over from the mailbox onto this guy, but it is not. Can we do it on other things? Like this window here? This window should have it. Okay, window. Yeah, no, it's just like blank.
Why do we even have that lever?
Okay, hold up. Instantiate. Okay, for whatever reason, it's just not letting me do that. Okay. Well, it shouldn't matter too bad. We can just copy and slap it onto the house here. Boink. There we go. Yeah, it's actually looking kind of nice. We don't necessarily want to go that dark though. Mask. Boink, boink. Alright, there we go. That's more acceptable. Oh hey, we actually even got that one right. Sweet! Alright, this overlay's gotta be dipped down even further. That's looking nice. There's just small splotches. Oh no. Wrong lever! It's very true. Dude, I was so impressed at how things are looking for this. This is probably like, I'm not gonna say like it's my best, right? But it's definitely one of my better pieces in a little while. Just from like how it looks and how much work we've put into it. Honestly, it has not been that much work for the type of quality that we're getting out of it, which is kind of insane. All right, we gonna need door. Let's work on the door next because I feel like that's gonna be the most important thing. And the door's definitely gonna, well, maybe we should do the villa house. Okay, let's do the villa house. Let's figure out these wood planks here because that's gonna heavily make the door, I think. Or should we do the door first? There, well, planks or door? Let's do planks. I think planks will be a little bit easier to work with anyways, in the grand scheme of things, and plus we can then duplicate it across. Planks. Black mask. Blackie mask. We love our black mask here. That will probably be good. Right? Yeah. Okay. We'll work with that first for now. That's not a good sign. That was this piece right here. It's inverted. Okay. We want wood. What is a good wood? Ooh, wood? Okay. I'm thinking more like the all might be better, more gooder. Oh my gosh, my English is so bad. Do you guys ever have those days where you just can't speak English? You're like, what the hell am I even trying to say here? I've had so many of those days, it's not even funny now. It's just because I don't talk, really. I do a lot of, like, chat, and that's about it. And chat, you can edit and do all sorts of weird things. Alright, so that's kind of close, actually. That gets us those nice deep grains, which I'm really in love with. We really want to do another overlay, though. We're gonna do a fill, I think, outline. And we're gonna do... There's a noise. There is a noise for this. I think honestly it's probably anisotropic again. Wait, no, it's not anisotropic. Link? Box? Gradient? What we're looking for is a line, essentially. Here we go. Alright, so we grab this gradient. Bring it down. Yes. Yes. Okay. We rotate it. Shift it. Okay. Make it a little bit bigger. Not in that way. I was gonna force it to be that way. Okay. We can actually go over here for it. That's a little bit better. Okay, and maybe... Okay. We definitely don't want that to be like that, for sure. Yeah, we're gonna have to change some of this texture map. Balance. So, okay. We want a lot more though for the side. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 log pieces. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That should work out well. We can kind of do half and half there. Alright. We're gonna ignore those pieces by far. I think that would work pretty nicely. What about contrast? Maybe that a little bit. Oh, tiling. Are you kidding me? We could have done tiling this entire time. Positions? Oh, you can skew it to sides. And you also got the 90s. Things you find out. Okay. And now if we do a type. Alright. Now we draw back. We up the contrast. Now we lower the contrast. Okay. Up the contrast? No. Lower this guy down a smidge. Okay, let's do 2, right? Let's do this top coat layer, which is the cracks. We do this lower one, which is more the added portion of it. So what we can do here is dip this opacity down quite a bit. Dip that one down even further. Actually, I do like that. I do like that. The issue is, though, the color. Hey Angie, how's it going? How's it rolling? Quick shout out. I'm sorry you missed stream last time. You were on your 100th video streak. I didn't see that last stream, so I didn't call it out, but I want to call it out this stream. But I'm also sorry because your streak had ended. How's your day going, though? Anything fun happening? We should probably change the color tone for this before we... Oh no. Frames missed during lag. Literally 9,000. 9 freaking thousand. Is it the wood fibers that are doing this? Totally the wood fibers. Alright, white stains. No, no. Pattern? I don't really know if I like the pattern, to be honest. I feel like it's probably better without it. Dust, get out of here. Alright, that's looking to be better. We want like a deep orange. Brown. Why is it doing that? It's normal. Normal. There's no reason for that to be working like that. Maybe like a lighter brown. There's no reason for it to be like that. Alright, you know what? We'll do it post. Alright, we'll do it post. Slap on a fill. Paint it black. We multiply it. Okay. There we go. That's much better, actually. While OBS will definitely hate me here, let's add on a filter. How's the night going, by the way, Angie? Hopefully, I didn't crash during that too badly. Congrats on the 100th stream watch. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are amazing. You know what? Let's do an anisotropic. Hawaii. I feel like that's gonna help the most here. And what we can do, definitely up the radius, definitely up the smooth. Test 1 2. All right, we're back with the microphone. This thing crashed hard. Oh my god. That's funny. I'm sorry about that, guys. How are we doing our camera? I actually kind of forget. Where is our camera feed? What program is shooting the camera? Yes. Camera. NVIDIA broadcast as well. Dude, NVIDIA broadcast really messed it up. Alright, we're back. We're back. We're back. Okay. I'm sorry about that. I appreciate you guys. Sometimes I get so sucked in looking, I just tend to forget about looking at chat. We're gonna do stylization. We're gonna make it crash more. We're gonna up the brush strokes, scale down the brush size. This is gonna get me a much better splatter texture, I believe. Quite a bit. And now we can do a blur directional afterwards, above it, to then skew everything together a little bit more, I think. Yeah, okay. I kind of like that. Boink. We can probably do another dark layer above that, I feel. We can definitely raise this up, I think. That should be making it black. Yeah. Well, so maybe we can help tint it more of a dark green. Come on. Come on, bring up the red. Yeah, okay. Okay, we're getting there. More of a yellow, actually, now I look at this. Oh no. It's more like brown. That was not fun at all. That really wasn't. I'm sorry about that, guys. Made you worry. Why is this? What is causing that? Something with the normals. All right. Here's a weird question. What if we undo all this, right? Hear me out. We undo this. We go with this type of wood. I think this type of wood is the wood that we've been looking for this entire time. Yoink. Yoink. Okay. And we grab the space. I think that's actually a pretty good base. Yeah. Wood fibers. We definitely want to. We want to brighten that. You know what? Let's make it pretty dark actually. And let's rotate it. Can we rotate all of these like 90 degrees? Is that possible? Or rotate this whole entire folder 90 degrees? No. Alright. 90. 90. We're just gonna rotate by 90 really quick here. Stains. 90. Alright, there we go. That's looking a little bit better, actually. That's actually looking a lot better, actually. Dirt. Do we like it? Do we not like it? I can't really even tell if there is dirt, to be honest. Let's go up from the bottom. Wood, medium fibers. We want this to be a little bit darker. Man, we spent all stream on wood. I'm sorry. But the wood is so important. Why are we not seeing any updates now? We should be... Okay. Okay. Alright, so that's going hash marks. I think that needs to be going the other way. Yeah, that does need to be going the other way. Why is that not doing its thing though? Also, what happened to everything? Windows? What key did we press? Tab apparently. Okay. Dude, that's actually kind of sick. But yeah, otherwise I've been doing pretty good. It hasn't really been too much for me, honestly. It's been a lot of just generally palling around, having fun. Is it this one that we messed up on? No. What? Yeah, okay, so that needs to be 90. This guy. 90. 0. Oh, it's not gonna... I don't understand some of this logic, to be honest. Because, like, this should be rotating the texture, but it is not rotating the texture. Which makes no sense. If that is the texture, it should be rotating the texture, right? I'm not going insane here. How does we offset it? Nothing. Offset it? Nothing. I don't... What? It really doesn't like me tonight. Alright, well, we'll work with that. Sharpen... Actually, hold up. Can we add a filter really quick to this? And can we, just out of idea... Oh, there's an arrow. Oh, there's an actual rotate. That's kind of cool. There's also cross-hatching. That's actually pretty sweet. Alright, we're gonna do stylize. Let's try anisotropic first. I think... No. No. Let's roll with stylized. Interesting that it does it on like the bottom layer. but not necessarily the top layer, which is interesting. How weird. Okay, so anisotropic is probably the route to go, in all honesty. Yeah, I'm not liking the stylized. It's just making it feel really dainted and not necessarily stylized in the right way. Maybe because we can actually see it as well. If we change it to clouds, because it's like the biggest piece we've done this, I thought. Nah, still not strokes. I will find a nice one of these. Dude, what? It just does not like me. I also feel like it's probably because there is nothing beneath it, really. Like, there is stuff, but there's just not... There's just not enough detail underneath. And that's fine. But also kind of sucky. What else if we change this up to here? Wait, what? Copy effect, paste effect? Computer is having a fit. It is all coming together. Holy cow! Dude, that actually doesn't look too bad. That's pretty bad though. Let's... Okay, hold up. What if we combine the two? Also, does it work better on this folder versus the previous folder? I don't necessarily get that. What? It's night and day, right? It's not just... Yeah, dude, it's like, what the hell? That height map though is disgusting. What making? Trying to do wood. We've been at this for like the past 20 minutes. I think we finally found a good generator, but it's not been working out so far. We also had a pretty hard crash where my microphone died, apparently. How's it going, Hootis? Alright, I think I'm good with this. What I'm not happy on is the shininess overall. That's what I'm not happy on. So if we go here, we go to smoothness.
Shadow One Mom says hello everyone, how's it going? Cat emoji, smiley cat face emoji, waving hand
Cat emoji. How's it going? How's it rolling? It's going pretty good. Okay, that's much better actually. You know, actually, hold up. We could do it this way, right? We could do it this way, or hear me out. We override. Yeah, we're gonna override. We override this smoothness. Wait. Wink. Listen to some RuneScape music as well too. It's phenomenal. I love RuneScape. RuneScape music is the best. We're gonna multiply. And we're just gonna crank that guy up.
Lizard, 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 lizard.
Not need to be smooth.
Lizard, 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 lizard.
Is it still gonna run smooth?
Lizard, lizard.
Hold up. Okay, super smooth. Not so smooth. We need to... I don't want to do... You know... Let's just run and replace. I'm okay with that. And then we can dip it down, I think. Alright. Maybe not replace. What about... What color?
Put a banana in your ear.
A banana in my ear?
Put a right banana right into your favorite ear.
Alright, that's getting better.
Says ho.
I'm okay with that. I'm not okay about these lines though. I do like the splotches though, but also is it worth having dirty lines? I don't think so. Oh man, that completely got rid of the lines. We gotta up the, or at least for the contrast on these guys. You can actually see the lines. It's gross. Okay, now we're getting better. We can up this multiply up quite a bit. Maybe all the way? Up this guy. And get down just a smidge. Okay. My computer hates me enough. We're good on that. I'm gonna move on officially from this. What are we making? I'm doing the Danganronpa 2x2 art competition. I'm wrapping up some of the textures for this. We're trying to wrap up the rest of the art assets, which is this little villa house. Right now we're trying to do some wood and making it stylized. We're trying to match this sort of dark-ish wood here to some success. I think honestly what I probably need to do is randomize some of these lines a little bit better and have more of a like a lighter brick pattern or like a cell pattern that's randomized. That would probably help out quite a bit, but it's not bad. It's not bad. These guys are pretty bad, but those guys are not going to be necessarily like that. So we should probably fix that. We're gonna duplicate it. I don't like the fact that this one is offset like that. I'm gonna, you know, we got, where are these guys at? We got them on this one. We can definitely scoot them over. Let's just fix it post. We'll fix it post. Let's go ahead and duplicate these planks for this door here, which is going to be the fun one. Okay, the door. I did not duplicate over. Boink. You know, we'll also do the steel as well too. Although I feel like we probably found a better way of doing steel with that blur. Oh, it only carried over one. We'll see to Kathy. Okay, there we go. Control V for pasty. And then we can just go ahead and run these two guys. Boink, 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 and boink. Now let's see the damage. It's not that bad actually. It's not that bad. What we could do instead of this ugly color here, we could probably go with more of a... we could go with more of a bronze? I think this is more of a bronze color. Yeah, more of that bronzy goodness. Even a little bit more. Cool. I'm sold on that. All right. Next up, we need to make it shiny. And we need to do an outline on these guys. I'm pretty sure. Bevel? Bevel outline. That might actually work. Reddish brown brick. Yeah, reddish brown brick would also work out well. Oh no. Alright, we can do a fill. Doorknob outline. Boink. And then we can do black mask here. And we can do boink. And underneath this we do a filter. Fine. Okay. Yeah, we do it on the inside. That works. Oh, dude, you can actually get a really nice one. Actually, hold up. That would actually go pretty nicely. Then we just invert it. Right? No. Alright, we'll roll with this side though. I think this one will probably be a little bit better. So we start from there. We can jump back here. Go dark. Go with the multiply. And shape it down. Yeah. Alright, jump back here. Jump back to this guy. And we do... Ooh, you know what? We're gonna add in a levels. And that will get us the rest of the way there. I feel like at a certain point I should probably pick up the paintbrush and like paint, but also who paints with a paintbrush anymore? You got dials and filters and you have the world at your oyster. Okay. Also, I'm being sarcastic there. I want to say if we were to actually do the paintbrush, it would probably save us quite a bit of time here and give us better outputs. All right. So that also works a little bit. We could perhaps get away with doing it at a higher degree. Curve shape. We don't really want that curve shape, do we? Keep it. You know, actually, now I think about it, this is just me thinking here. If we go back to this mask here, and we actually turn off these guys, yeah, okay, even better. All right, that's actually pretty decent. I enjoy that. Can we up it a little bit more now? Or, make it bigger a little bit? Oh no, because that's the mask. That is all she wrote. What about both? Okay, there we go. That's gonna give us that outside, but we got a perfect inside to work with. Means we can appropriately do something like that. Okay, and next up we can do a little bit of that. Cheese. You got the cheese! I actually dig this to be a little bit darker though. And we could probably change it to away from black to be more dark browny. Yeah. Multiplied over is not going to be fun though. Maybe pass through. It's a little bit better there. Okay. We need it to be a little bit more bronzy though. So next step is probably going to be another fill layer, and we'll do this as a little shine. Get this shiny. We definitely want that to be down. We definitely want this to be up.
Oh,
Go.
wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
A lot better. I'm not in love with that warble texture though. Is that coming from the metal map? Coming from the metal map and the other map. So that will help out quite a bit. Last bit, we want to do some touch-ups on this guy as well. So I think what we can probably do here is go to this map, add in a paint. Actually, hold up. We could do another fill. We could do a pass through. Oh, that is not great. Why is it? What? Oh, because okay. I see. We can't do that. What we could potentially do though is add on this plane here. Okay. Alright. What if take that out? Take out this guy and this guy. Can we apply it to these faces? Where are they at? I think honestly that. So actually we take out the original faces here. And we take out those guys. Whoop. No. We want to keep those. We don't want that guy though. That guy is not friendly. Alright. We might need these guys though. Just for continuity's sake to keep the texture in line with each other. And also these guys as well. Yoink. Okay. Now, if we jump back to this guy. That's nice. Right. That is much nicer. We don't have as much cleanup that we have to do, I don't think. That's... Nah, man. That's actually looking kind of nice. Yeah, we spent like literally an hour on wood. I'm sorry. We are getting done with this though. Slowly but surely. I think honestly we did a bit. Wood is one of those things that's so hard to get right because we see it all over the place, and you could go with like we could totally do low res, right? But that's not necessarily a style that we're kind of aiming for, and it's going to look slightly out of place. With this, it's going to look at least slightly in place. It's not going to be pretty, but it's going to be pretty-ish, which will be good. I do think though we need to bring these out. Is that still... How come that is still grabbing... Still grabbing that. Actually, hold up. What? Oh, this is...
Look at
on the Villador. My bad. I'm like, how is that still grabbing it? I'm on the wrong texture. I'm used to only working with one texture set as well too, so this is a little bit of a different feel for me, which is fun. I do think that these need to go out up here though. Yeah, they do. And then we need to shrink down this guy just a smidge. Definitely up the contrast, but lower this guy down. Yeah. And we might need to redo that multiply again. Okay. Yeah, okay. Slightly better. Also, the gang is here. I'm glad that I get to have you guys, honestly. You guys are amazing. You make streams so much more fun, in my opinion. Without you, streams are kind of boring and sad. I'll admit it. While I have y'all, don't forget to check out the new goals. They will be kind of like how I steer future streams. So if you guys want more development stuff, definitely vote on that. But if you guys want more gaming stuff, I got Kingdom Hearts 1 up in grabs for it. As well as just making a potential Unity asset. So essentially how I have the modeling streams going, right? We could do more artsy stuff, which would be more in tune with like that 3D coloring book, or we could do more for stream stuff. And I think you guys might have a lot of fun with that. I've heard that people can plug chat into Unity, and I would love to take a crack at that. I'm a little bit of a Unity guru, so figuring out the WebSockets to plug Unity into Twitch chat would be a lot of fun, meaning that you guys can do things like exclamation point anvil, and I can have the scene set up so that it overlays on top of my camera and literally drops an anvil on me or something like that. In the future, we could potentially hook that up to like a VR chat avatar and stuff like that as well too, which might be kind of cool. But that's also another direction that we could potentially go in, which would be a lot of coding. So a lot of coding fun there, and not so much with the artsy side of stuff. I'm gonna add a quick planks. And then we're just gonna copy this guy. Oh, we want the mask specifically. Alt Control C. I'm guessing Alt Control V. Aha. Learning. I will say though, this is a fun learning experience for me, at least. It's definitely not something I usually do a lot of. I think this has been like my first time in Substance Painter in like almost a year. And then we could just do multiply there, and voila. Oh, this is nice. Beautiful. I wonder if it's because of that folder, honestly. I feel like that folder is doing a lot against us, and potentially some for us. Also, I'm glad that you guys are having fun and catching up as well, too. And also for breaking out, yeah. Honestly, if we don't step out, we never learn and we never grow. And that's one thing I've definitely learned in like the past 10 years is that if you want to get better at something, you gotta step out. And while, yeah, it took us 10 hours to do this wood, guess what? A lot of this is wood. So what we could potentially do is grab this and throw this down here on these wooden platforms here. Boink. Grab this white mask here. Actually, we don't need a white mask, so we can just remove it entirely. And voila, look at that. Wood. Nice. And if we really wanted to, we could get fancy and do edges. And in order to do that, it would just be a simple, kind of what we were doing beforehand. Actually, we could do that black mask, filter. And I'm pretty sure there is an edge. Yeah. We could do a variety of filters here. But I think maybe like that. Do it. Kingdom Hearts, let's go. I gotta ask, what is your guys' favorite Kingdom Hearts game? If you've played it. If you haven't, let me know what the best meme is that you've heard of it. Because Darkness, Darkness, Bees is a pretty good meme. In my opinion. Darkness, Darkness, Bees. Okay, so for some reason this fill is not necessarily doing what I was hoping it would do. But maybe if we replace it as white? Oh. Okay, hold up. Hold up. We could do this pretty easily. We just do that, and then joink. Did that change anything though? No. It made Blackwood actually. Oh no. Oh, the filter is empty. Wait. Why did it not filter? Soft edges? Oh, wait, we can't. Oh, it's not a substance file. Okay. Okay. So what if we do black or remove, right? We do remove it, and then we apply this as the mask. So, edge? No. Okay. Where's my edges? Oh, it's a mask. Do we just do it like that? We just do it like that. Okay. Okay. We do multiply again. And I think, honestly, that's probably what's missing from that one up there a little bit, is that edge masking. And we already have the kawaii on it, so it's pretty good. Maybe we do a little bit darker. I do like the darkness of it, but the actual curvature marking of it needs to go a little bit. So definitely a little bit like that, maybe a little bit less than contrast. No, no, global blur? Maybe right in the middle a little bit. I think it's the curvature though. Yeah, it's the curvature. Definitely a sharpness, definitely the fine. No. Can't be the contrast. No. Brush pattern. Oh, heck yeah. I don't even know you could do that. Okay. How do we get rid of that harsh line though? There's gotta be. It's gotta be like contrast, right? Honestly, I kind of dig the sharp lines just a smidge. Alright, what if we do it this way? That works as well. That works as well. Okay. Have a good one, Hoodas. Thank you for joining and hopping on. Haven't played any either. I've seen other content creators. Yeah. the first one. The first one is also pretty good. Best meme is Woody going, "Let him cook." That's also a really good one. Honestly, I'm a fan of the second one. I feel like I really enjoyed Chain of Memories for what it is. I was addicted to that as a kid for a bit there. I've really enjoyed the second one though. The second one was like the ultimate one for me by far. First one cooked, second one ran. All right. What can we do in like the last 10 minutes? We could probably throw these planks on there. Let's do that. Villador, you're getting both, man. Getting the both. We will do another folder though. Call it door. Paste both of those in door. Okay. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I mean, there's some pretty bad marquees there. But like that's not bad per se. This fill layer needs to be bigger though, so we're gonna duplicate that. And then we're gonna jump this curvature here and blur it out. And definitely marquee it up. We want to definitely marquee that up. I think, what is it? Invert? No. We don't want it on the outside edges though, which is what's happening. We want it on like the inside edges. So if we could like flip it. How do we flip? Well, that's a flip. But it's not a good flip. It's not a good flip.
Listen, Flo, watch out.
Have a good night, Shadow Bob.
Listen.
Enjoy the night.
Watch out.
Brush pattern. Let's see. What else can we do potentially to it? Maybe it's also part of the actual generator that we're using. What if instead of this curvature here, we go with like just the curvature map? I mean, the curvature map had a really good one. Hold up. Yeah, it is the curvature. That's what we want to target, actually. Or the ambient occlusion. Can we do that? Hold up. Ambient occlusion. Okay. Global invert. Heck to the yes. Okay. Dude. This just became the ultimate. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That's amazing. All right, can we tone down the wood for this? I don't know if we can. Oh? Maybe. Okay. Alright, so that's the one that's doing it, is the fibers medium. I don't know if we can... Yes, we can. Find a happy medium. Okay. Yeah, this wood's definitely gonna need to be like chopped up a bit more. I'm not super happy with the noise, especially for stuff like this. It just doesn't work out too well, I don't think. Wait, does that actually do noise? Dude, dirt? Okay, so that does automatically do that. Interesting, interesting. Well, that would have been a lot nicer to use, I feel. Alright, we'll turn that on and then we'll crank it down just a bit here. That shapes us on that. Maybe the sharpen? It's the stains. Oh, it's definitely the stains, I feel. Something about it. Something about it. Or... oh, you know what? What if on the stylization we do bigger brush strokes? Hear me out. I think the scale is what's really screwing this one up. Maybe we bring this up to hack it back? Also, did my microphone freeze? No, it did not. Alright, it's splotchy. How do we get it to not be so splotchy? Honestly, the strokes amount should be like very low. Oh, you know what? It's not the strokes. It's the anisotropic. The strokes are fine. Oh shoot, we don't want to go that high. We don't want to go that high. Not that high, please. Don't kill my computer. It's this guy. It is 100% this guy. Can we? Is there a way that we can like... I don't know if there is a way to make those bigger. Okay, so there is a way to drop the uniformity. But it's still giving me those small circle dibbly boops. Just take that off. Looks pretty gross. Put it back on. Small circles. What about... hear me out. We add that blur. I think we add that blur. New. Maybe like even a blur directional. Or we actually just go for a full-on blur. Blur slope. Okay. 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 That's actually really nice. I can live with that. What if we drop the down? Okay. All right. I knew there was a trick for it. That's actually not half bad. We need to also blur it though in a directional group, so we need to do that half and half. to get the wood grain. We gotta do 90. Definitely raise it up a bit. That's looking better. Maybe raise this down a bit. Yes. Yes. Oh my word. Dude. Again, every time. Every time. Every time. I kid you not. Every time I'm like, oh, I want to throw a mouse. Nah, that looks actually passable. That's funny. All right, hold up. Hold up. This is really loud music. Down, boy. Down. Okay. All right. Let me do this really quick, and then we will wrap it up for the night. Because I want to see what this looks like with this down here. So we got to copy these 3, right? Yeah, just those 3, and then we're gonna do it on the wood platforms here. Should the wood platforms be slightly less? Maybe, but also probably not. All right, paste it. No, we want to paste it beneath it. Paste it. Okay. Remove it. Lower this guy. That also looks pretty dang good. That also looks pretty dang good. Shoot. 0. So it can be horizontal. That has texture, it's not blurred. Let's go. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. It's just after spending almost like 40 minutes on these things, it makes me so happy. It really does. It's the small things in life. It really is. Okay. Alright, this looks a little bit worse, but we know from previous that if we just tone down this blur here. Thank you for this cheer. I appreciate it. Maybe tone down the slurp. I want this to be crunchy-ish. And then definitely... There we go. That's beautiful! Wood! Okay. Alright. We're coming. We got nice wood. That actually matches pretty closely to this, actually. I'm proud of that. We need to etch these lines though. Not quite sure the best route to do that, to be fair. We need to get like some sort of warble on these though. I'll have to look that up. That'll be an interesting one for sure. Maybe it's like an invert and like another filter per se, but that will have to be for another time. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. We did some nice steel, some nice actual wood there by the end. I'm still proud of that door. That door actually looks pretty nice. We should probably add on a soft touch to that. I think I got it backwards actually. It's supposed to be on the backside rim, but yeah, it works. I'm not. Where is this coming from is what I want to know. We'll figure that out. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. I greatly appreciate it. We'll be back Wednesday. I think I think I might just throw up some Kingdom Hearts. But we'll see. Have a good one. Bye!